Well, I've thought about this for the last year and a half, and I've considered the transpiring of what has happened with the way our world has changed. And the unfortunate things that we never saw coming have come and passed. Twitch, we saw a lot of people come and go. All the big stars like Ninja and a few handfuls went to Mixer, which was once owned by Microsoft. But then the unthinkable happened. Mixer collapsed. Microsoft closed it down, and now we have Facebook Gaming, YouTube, and Twitch as the big three. So with the collapse, where did everything go? Well, everyone and their mother went back to Twitch. Or for those who were stuck during the pandemic, they decided to go to Twitch as well, instead of YouTube or Facebook Gaming, which I believe are a lot easier for the setups and all the good stuff. Which leads me to the problem to where I am, a streamer who's been here for 5 years trying to get affiliate, and coming to the realization that it's becoming too much of an issue, and that is Twitch has become too saturated. Everyone that came from Twitch that went to Mixer and then decided, shit, Mixer's closed, where do we go now? Back to Twitch. Those people have saturated the whole Twitch platform, along with those who are starting to stream during the pandemic, which makes harder for people like myself who have been there for a long time trying to get the affiliate or partner and all that good stuff. It makes our jobs 50 times harder to get to where we want to be. It's not that I'm putting blame on someone who's going to be streaming for like 5 minutes or at least 5 weeks compared to 5 years like me, and they get affiliate all of a sudden. But there's too many people on Twitch. Not enough people on YouTube, not enough people on Facebook, but I can see why not YouTube because of their copyright laws. But still, I kind of feel like Twitch has become too populated, too saturated. Everyone's streaming almost close to the same thing, and it's really becoming a issue. But the other issue I have with Twitch is the fact that some of the bigger streamers are continuing to do things even as partners that they're not supposed to be doing. Like the e-girls that basically stream in a jacuzzi that's really just a little wading pool in their underwear or a bikini. I'm pretty sure that's against Twitch rules, but you don't see me fussing about it. The problem is that there's so many things that we need to uphold as a community, standards that we're supposed to follow no matter if you're a partner, whether you're an affiliate, or whether you're just a normal streamer like me who hasn't hit either of the above. If those people are not being held to standards they need to be. If I get kicked off Twitch for doing what they did, they should be kicked off Twitch. It's just plain and simple. No knocking on them, they're making their money in other ways probably, but still, there's a level, and I like to stay at that. I am very, very disappointed with YouTube and their parent company, Google, right now because of their DMCA copyright issues, especially for games that have the music in their soundtracks, namely sports games or any games of that sort. As most of you have noticed with my MLB The Show streams being cut off on YouTube, on Twitch, I stopped doing that for a very particular reason, because even if I became a partner or an affiliate, that would also be an issue with DMCA copyright. And with YouTube just uploading them, music artists, and I'm pretty sure the music industry has Google's head up their ass, and it's really kind of concerning. So, with that being said, I stopped doing a lot of games moving forward that have any kind of music that I know that the music industry will be trying to nitpick at to try to shut me down, because I only have 8 subscribers. I don't have like 50 to 100,000 like most people, or a million or 3 million. I have 8, and it's not my problem. YouTube and their parent company, Google, along with the music industry, they just need to lay off that shit, because it's not like I'm making money from this at all. Like, I'm playing MLB The Show on stream. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm having a good time, but if you're going to keep doing something like that just to be petty, just to get a dime off of someone who basically is making close to about what you would consider minimum wage, then there's an issue with the way you're allowing this shit to happen, and YouTube really needs to prioritize their copyright, the way they're letting the music industry copyright their stuff, you know, unprofessionally, but it also to protect the content creators, because at this point the content creators, there's a reason why they're all leaving, or they're not going to do content anymore, because YouTube's allowing the music industry to get away with what they're doing. And personally, I frown upon that extremely. Mental health. Is stepping away a good thing? A bad thing? I mean, it depends on the person. For me, I have stepped away multiple times, not just mentally because it became harder for me to gain affiliate, but there's a lot of outside factors. Like, I've had a demanding job for 4 years, and I'm still working for that employer even though I moved 1,000 miles away. COVID kind of wreaked havoc on my plans to go home and hug the family and friends I wanted to see for a very long time. I also think that most of the time, when you really consider it, one's mental health should be prioritized above all else. You can only take care of yourself. And that is something, even to me, I consider a high priority, considering that mental health has been a topic for the last 20 years that people have started to take seriously. But the other issue is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Do you weigh the pros and cons? Is stepping away from doing something like this to handle your personal problems very good? I believe so. But for some people, when they decide that they're going to say goodbye and they're in a chipper mood and they go and commit suicide, that's not something I laugh at. I take that seriously. Because I can tell you this much, seeing people walk away from Twitch or walk away from doing anything in life and then they're gone the next day, that's a scary thought for a lot of us, including the people I'm close to, people I call my friends and family. Your mental health is just as good as you are in a state of mind. One person described this to me, and I think it would make a lot of sense. Adversity, it's like a river that you're trying to go upstream, and you're like a salmon. Do you fall back and just drown or forget that you could swim? Or do you face that adversity? And do you face keeping yourself going and making sure that you are still able to be yourself, and at the end of the day you can accomplish more against that very adversity you face? Just like the rain. If it rains, it pours. Do you weather the storm? Or do you drown in the rain? Perspective. That's a really strong thing to have. But for mental health, not a lot of people can get the help they need in time. That's why I take care of myself, because I'm here by myself most of the time. My brother, Big Red, is not really home all that much. He's, doing work. But him and I talk every day. But the other thing is that I talk to my homies at least every week, just to make sure, hey, I'm doing alright. It's those small things in life that matter. Take care of yourself. Reach out to people if you need help. And if you need to step away. But don't be afraid to reach out to someone when you really need them the most. Because that one thing may save you, or it may break you.